And away we go. It is the nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com, brought to you by our good friends, our new friends at Hail Mary Sports Bar in Cheviot. Everything is brand new. They got 27 TVs. Of those 27, 3 are outside or facing outside, and a 9-screen video wall. There's not a bad seat in the house as far as viewing the big game. Their walk-in cooler is brand new. The draft lines are brand new. Not only do they pour the coldest beer around, but we pour that beer in 32.8 degree frosted glasses. So make sure you check them out. They are located on Harrison Avenue in Cheviot. They are within the Dora District, which is designated outdoor refreshment area. So you can walk from bar to bar with your drinks. They do not have a kitchen, but they offer various food trucks on the weekends and throughout the week as well. Hopefully, as we get rolling, I can get, kind of the list of food trucks that are going to be there scheduled so everybody can know what kind of food will be available while they visit. So check them out. Great place to watch a game, and our newest sponsor. So welcome in Hail Mary Sports Bar. Aaron, it's kind of a NCAA type newsy day. We sprint through the remainder of the offseason. We are almost exactly 2 weeks from the start of camp. So it is around the corner. What you got for us?
Well, there was news today that the college football is doing something that honestly would be common sense to me, but we all know that the NCAA doesn't necessarily work in the realms of common sense. But today, the leaders, this story comes courtesy of Heather Dinich from ESPN, college football playoff leaders happy to see season unfold, then weigh changes. They're actually going to wait until one whole season of college football has been played before deciding to make any changes to the format of the upcoming college football playoff because, I don't know, you haven't even done it yet. So we're going to actually do the thing that makes the most sense and wait until we've actually played through something before making any changes. Well done.
It's a miracle. It's a modern damn miracle, Aaron, that they have decided to do the intelligent thing over the reactionary thing of change. How about we take a look at it? How about we figure out what hosting at home sites look like? How about we figure out if we like 4 buys or if we want to go to 2 and add 2 more teams? Like, how about we get a look at it before we start changing everything already?
If the incorporation of the big bowl games into the CFP makes sense, or how that all looks like, just it would be like trying to change college football before anyone had even really, like, before playing through the beta, right? Like you
right.
don't know what bugs and kinks you have until you've had people play through multiple seasons. Like, I don't understand how this was even on the table as something to vote on before they had even played through, before you just made changes. Why are you already making changes?
We've changed the changes. Well, the changes haven't even happened yet. Yeah, but we changed them already. Okay. Well, what if what you have right now is the perfect format?
You would never know. You would have never known.
Because it was already changed before, or bananas. you would know after you got to the end of it and you went, oh, this was really nice. I really like this. Yeah, well, we already changed it for next. So hope you didn't like it too much.
I don't understand what the thought process was to already be voting on changes to something you've never seen actually unfold.
Right. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but at least they are using their brain at some point in time.
Sure.
Yeah. Whatever.
You still had to vote on it, which
yeah. The other one is very similar. The other topic that we have up for discussion today.
Yeah. Dennis Dodd says the NCAA was recently presented with a proposed governance structure that would create 2 Division I's per source. It would be to accommodate the Power Four's desire to have its own governance division to make its own rules. Not a full breakaway, but a recognition those commissioners don't want Division III presidents voting on roster caps anymore.
So I need to see a little bit more on this, because that last part doesn't go with the first part, right? Like you're splitting up Division One because of you're gonna have 2 Division Ones because of Division III. What? Like that? I understand the whole philosophy of the Power Five conferences don't want the presidents and the athletic directors of Division III impacting what they do, because what those are 2 entirely different jobs. It's literally like saying the UC athletic director job is the same job as like Thomas More or Mount St. Joe's athletic director. That is categorically false.
Correct.
Those jobs are 2 entirely different jobs. But if they're splitting Division One, are we splitting straight down? Here's the power structure. Here's the people that aren't in the power structure. The thing there is, this is what they've done forever. They split Division One, Division Two, Division Three, and then they split Division One AA that eventually became FCS and FBS. Like they have been doing this,
and then
for a long time.
Let's not even kid ourselves. They did split the Power Five and the Group of Five. They made sure everyone knew that these 2 things are not the same.
And they tricked everybody into not calling it what it is. The autonomous 5, meaning we have all the power and the rest of you can kiss our ass.
Yeah.
So it's not something that is inherently new in terms of how the NCAA has always been governed. I think we would all agree at this point it is categorically necessary, because there's just 2 different subsets of Division One now.
Yeah,
3 different subsets of Division One.
Your goals, your finances, you could not be more different at this point in time than what you have going on right now in the Power Four and Division III, Division II, even
FCS,
parts of Division One. So I don't know. I'm not upset that they want to do this. I totally understand. There is, I'm sure, as all things go, the little guy in some way, shape, or form is probably going to get screwed. That's the way this happens, unfortunately.
Look, when we've talked about this over the past 10 years, we all knew something of this nature was eventually coming. Everybody knew it. That's why Cincinnati acted so drastically in redoing Nippert Stadium, in redoing Fifth Third Arena, in building the practice bubble, or the practice
IPF.
bubble, and now building, well, I mean, the practice bubble initially,
sure,
and then now changing that into the indoor practice facility. They didn't have the money really to do any of that, but they knew if they got left out, like, I don't know what becomes of Memphis or South Florida under this new structure, because
SMU was so desperate they're not taking money for
they knew
years.
Yeah, they knew. They went to their billionaires and said, we're going to need a couple $100 million, because we're going to have to do this. Like, they don't want us. We are going to have to, like, force them to take us. We'll come for free. Okay, well, I guess you can come. All because they know they're going to have to backfill. That's the whole FSU Clemson thing is picking up even more steam today as well. So I don't know how you avoided it. Like, I don't know how this isn't one of the ultimate like in-game type scenarios.
I'll disagree. I think you do know why they've avoided it, and it's because the NCAA likes to be reactionary instead of proactive. Like,
sure. Like, I don't deny that, but
it's taken this long to kick the can down the road for all of these things. If they had gotten out ahead of this, maybe you piss off some of the lower schools and they start ruffling some feathers and asking to have money far sooner than what you had. So I think this is all just a byproduct of them sticking their head in the sand for so long, that it's taken this long.
I don't deny that. Like, I don't doubt
some of these things to happen.
Yeah, I just think that I mean, we've known for over a decade.
This was the end game. Yeah.
That this was, I don't even know if it's the end game. It's part of the game. It's in the game. I don't know if it's the end of the game. I don't know. Like, I don't know if like that's. I don't think this is the final boss.
There is no end game.
Right.
Even when they get to a spot where you finally have, say you get to a spot where you got, I don't know, 60, 90 schools in the top portion, and then what?
They're still going to want to kick out the ones that are
right
at the bottom.
We need to trim the fat. We need to get down to 30, 40.
Well, you got a lot of money, but you're really bad at spending it. So have you seen our shiny new division? They can't even call it 1A and 1AA. They already used that and it didn't work. So they like, what the hell are they going to call this other division now?
Everyone's going to get bumped down. This will be the new Division 1. Then you'll have Division 2, 3, and 4 now. Right. Division 4.
Division B. We haven't done Division B yet. Division 1A and Division 1B, because they've already used AA. So we're no longer in a battery format. I don't know what I don't know how exactly. Because like the American is going to be pissed because,
rightfully so.
ESPN is not going to pay them.
They're right there.
Yeah, but they're so far behind now. Like,
look, we know that.
Yeah.
But they did everything they could and they just couldn't get to the next spot. They're essentially the team that got snubbed that had no reason to be in the tournament, but they're the first one out.
Right.
You didn't deserve to be there.
The thing is, I actually think it could produce a really exciting brand of sports, like kind of the land of misfit toys, if you will. Like, you're going to have, there's still going to be a lot of good teams, is what in that group.
I still would love to see relegation. I think that would make things.
It would
crazy.
Sure. I think it would be a lot of fun to have, like, a secondary league associated with the primary league and the ups and downs. I think you would have to kind of get back to a regional model if you were going to do something like that, to where like Miami was the sister team of the University of Cincinnati, if you will. And, where they work together and whatever. But I don't know. I think it would have been great if it would have been done from the start. I don't know that relegation is something you can introduce into college sports 100 years down the road.
100. Right.
So I would like to see it. I think it would be fun. But I do think like the Sun Belt and Conference USA and the AAC, like, I think that can be a really fun Mountain West, a really fun brand of football to watch. But guess what? Nobody's watching it over the SEC and the Big 10 and the Big 12. People might watch it over the ACC because that brand of football is trash, but
probably getting worse.
Right. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow night. That's going to wrap it up. We might be a little late tomorrow night, Aaron. I've got dad duties. But it won't be too late. We'll get you a show tomorrow night because Hail Marys pays us to do so. Notice that when we didn't have a sponsor, we took a lot of time off.
Dog days of summer.
Right. We have to pause that sponsorship in June next year. June, like middle of June to middle of July. We're going to take a month summer break. We'll see you back. But all right, that's going to wrap it up. That is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar, located in Cheviot, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!